Welcome back to HTH Sports. I'm Eric. That's Stevie Picks. We got our lovely producer Stick behind the camera. And today we're going to be recapping the Christmas games. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. Spend some time with your family. Got some gifts, all that stuff. So we're going to recap those 3 games, and then we're going to preview Week 17. Things are heating up. Obviously, 2 weeks left in the NFL regular season, so playoffs are going to start, and it's going to be gone before we know it. So got to enjoy it while it's here, but we'll get right into it. First game on Christmas was Cowboys against Commanders. Cowboys win 30-23.
Yeah. If you were on the underdogs on Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. They covered every spread, and yeah, Josh Johnson didn't look terrible. He didn't do anything to hurt the team and didn't do enough to win. The Cowboys offense, they were running the ball all over the place. Javonte Williams went down, and then Malik Davis came in. Krosky Merritt had that big run, but that was the best play for the Commanders. And honestly, the Cowboys offense throwing the ball, they had a ton of yards, but they were spreading the ball all around. Nobody went crazy off. Turpin had that 86-yard touchdown, and it doesn't really mean much that the Cowboys win, but they definitely were the better team, but Commanders cover.
Yeah, my only bet in this game was I had the under, which was 50.5. Yeah. So that makes sense why the Commanders kicked it. Obviously, that's what you do in this situation. But I was rooting for a Cowboys stop there. Didn't get that, so that sucked. But at least it was like a decently fun game for a game that's pointless a little bit, relatively close, but nothing really to take away. But we'll move on to a game that did have some implications in the playoff picture. Yeah. Lions against Vikings. The Vikings kind of dominated them, 23-10.
Yeah, it was absolutely ridiculous. The Lions looked terrible. Vikings had 5 sacks. They had 5 turnovers. 5 turnovers. Yeah, 5 turnovers. They what did they? They took the ball away 5 times. It was absolutely ridiculous. Even Detroit's defense was playing well. They had 7 sacks. Not like Max Brosmer lit up the world with 51 yards, but there were short fields. They did just enough. Then they had that big play at the end with Jordan Addison. Yeah, Lions are did the Bears clinch now that the Lions lost?
Had to
have.
Unless the Packers are still in play for
not clinched the division, but
I think
clinched playoffs.
The Bears clinched last week. The Packers
were the ones.
Packers, okay.
Packers clinched with this loss though.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so Lions are completely dead. Kind of stinks. I wish they won because that game would have meant probably a lot next week. But yeah, the Packers clinched the playoffs. So yeah, Vikings defense is good, and if Brian Flores, I think, has got to get a couple calls. I would honestly, if you want to call plays to be our head coach, wouldn't be too mad about it. How about that? The Lions are 8-8 with a plus 65 win differential. That's great. And the Vikings are 8-8. They had turned around and not be that terrible. And yeah, they're going to have a lot of question marks coming into next year. Who's their quarterback? Is they going to ride JJ? I think they are going to for another year, but yeah, not much really to say other than the Lions blew it.
Yeah, it just seemed like in the late part of the game, every time the Lions touched the ball, it was an immediate turnover. I think it was like 3 in a row or at least 2 in a row. I tell you what, Brian Flores blitzed the shit out of Goff, made him super uncomfortable. Yeah. The line felt it. They had that new center in. He was fucking snapping the ball over his head. Yeah. So it was just ugly. Lions are hurting without Ben Johnson and Glenn, it seems like. I don't know. Maybe it's just more, not everything can be that great forever, but they're out of the playoffs, and not a lot of people would have expected that coming into the year. So, no. A lot of changing, parts this year. So yeah, we'll move into the last game of the night. Broncos versus the Chiefs. Broncos get the win 20-13.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Didn't watch an ounce of this game. Didn't watch an ounce. Didn't care. Chris, the quarterback, didn't look like he had a great night. Seems like their defense showed up a little bit, but Chiefs covered. But there was a lot more important things going on in this football game. And that was Stranger Things 5. But yeah.
Broncos, you have to think that they are sleepwalking into this game, or else I understand you're a defensive team first, but the Chiefs' defense isn't beat up really too much, but they have placed a ton of people on IR. I don't know. Winning this game by 7 just seems weird to me. I don't know. I'm not the biggest Broncos guy, 100%. I don't think many people are.
Nope. But they're probably going to get that 1 seed.
They got to play the Chargers.
Yeah, they're rooting heavy for the Texans tomorrow, at least, because they clinch the division if the Texans win. You guys are watching this the day of, so yeah. But yeah, didn't watch it. Not an ounce. didn't turn it on whatsoever.
Yeah.
I saw a couple plays. That was about it.
I was thinking about how much like Netflix owned my Sunday.
Yeah.
They had the first 2 football games. Like, who let them do that?
Yeah.
They had the first 2 games, and then they knew they were dropping a major show that night.
They were even advertising during the
game. It was a
games.
ton of ads.
They had the fucking bunch of elves in the stands with nosebleeds. They were in the nosebleeds with their nosebleed. Like, some next level advertisement, thinking there. But, yeah, we'll move on to Saturday. Obviously, we have Saturday games now, which is fucking awesome. But we're going to start off with Texans at the Chargers. Chargers are favored 1.5, and the over-under is 39.5.
Love the Texans this week. I just feel like the Chargers, they played against a weak Cowboys defense, and everybody's thinking, oh, maybe Justin Herbert's good. That O-line still sucks. The Texans defense is great. I know they didn't look great next week. Just screams that the Texans are going to win in my eyes. Give me the Texans, CJ Stroud, DeMeco Ryans, walk into LA, terrible home crowd, nobody cares about them, and to get the win. I think it's going to be kind of ugly, low scoring. I see like 20-13, something like that. Texans win.
I don't know what part of me likes the Chargers here. I feel like, yes, the Chargers offense has been playing really well, and it has been against not so great opponents. I feel like their defense has been kind of overlooked in a way. I see them flying around the same way I see the Texans doing it, the Broncos doing it. Like, they make people think twice about catching the ball over the middle. And if you take away over the middle and you can only play sideline to sideline, that helps. Obviously, it's going to be a super good game. It should be a super good game. I could easily see the Texans winning. But I like the Chargers. I don't know why. I feel like the Texans' offense has too much question marks in my mind, and I feel like the Chargers are just a little bit more complete. Should be a fun game. I don't know if I'll actually bet the Chargers, but that's the way I'm leaning right now.
Line of scrimmage, I think, is where you're going to see the Texans just dominate. Yeah. Without those tackles, I just think they're going to get after him. Will Anderson.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They're just going to get after him, and I don't think Herbert's going to be able to breathe. And we did see that stretch where when he had no time, they're terrible. Like, it's one of the worst teams to watch.
Maybe his over on rushing yards is a play then.
Could be.
He does like the scoop.
Yeah. I will be betting on the Texans money line plus 110.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. I feel like the Chargers are kind of sneaky right now. That's all. But we'll move on to Ravens traveling to Green Bay. Green Bay is favored 4.5, and the over/under is 39.5.
Yeah, Jordan Love is still questionable.
Yeah.
Oh no! 11 minutes ago. Jordan Love is ruled out due to concussion, and the spread went down. That's a little odd.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not odd. They got less points. So it makes sense. So Malik Willis getting the start. Green Bay's minus 3.5 now. Wow.
Still favored. Oh, is Lamar playing? I didn't even look at that.
Probably not.
I kind of forgot he got hurt.
Yeah, that's true. I would expect him not to play.
This could be a Huntley versus Willis game.
Yeah, and honestly, they didn't look bad last week. Yeah, doubtful. So it's probably going to be Huntley versus. Yeah, it might be the under here, huh?
I don't know. They're both like. So I feel like some of the better backups in the NFL, though.
Yeah, but
Huntley fits well with the Ravens. Like, obviously him on Miami.
I mean, he is the Walmart version of
Lamar. But he does a decent job. And
no, I think he's a good fit for a backup for sure.
And then Malik, same case, man. They love running him, design runs with him. Don't let him throw the ball too much, but he gets it done on the ground quite well. It's kind of interesting. I kind of forgot Lamar was hurt, actually. So
the Ravens aren't technically out. If they win, then they gotta root for the Steelers to lose to the Browns, which you never know. But I'm gonna root for that.
The Ravens are they not out?
They're not out.
They can't win their division though.
Can they not win the division?
No.
Yeah, they don't have the tiebreaker even if
because the Steelers beat them head to head.
But they play again.
Yeah, I think if the Steelers lost and the Ravens won this week,
because then it would be
next week's game. I think would be winning.
I swear the whole narrative last week was that if the Ravens lost, the Steelers
the division records right now, the Steelers are 3-1 and the Ravens are 3-2. So if the Steelers lose to the Browns, they'll be 3-2, and if they lose to the Ravens, they'll be 3-3, and the Ravens will be 4-4.
I thought that was the whole narrative last week.
So the Ravens are still alive. So give me the Ravens. I've been tailing them for too much, but I'm going to just ride it till wheels fall off. Give me the Ravens to go in and get a win. Run the ball with Henry, and then you got to sit down Sunday and root for Shaduzzy to get it done.
Yeah, I must have been mistaken last week. I don't know why I thought that was
I mean, they're in a great spot. Like, they're Steelers, I mean, they clinch if the Ravens lose.
Honestly, though, I still like the Packers. I feel like Willis is I like Willis, and I don't know. I still like the Packers. Ravens are just weird, so even without Lamar. It's weird. I forgot that was a whole thing there.
Yeah.
But we'll move on to Sunday, though. We're going to start off with your Giants traveling to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Giants are favored 1.5, and the over-under is 41.5.
Yeah, the spread flipped, and I'm actually shocked. I saw today a lot of tweets that more money is on the Raiders, so I'm not gonna do it. But I think the play is the Giants' money line. I mean, I think they are better if they can play better on offense. But I like the over here, 41.5. I just don't see these defenses are bad. Both offenses want to get something going, but the Raiders are without Brock Bowers, so
Yeah, they placed him on IR.
yeah, so they're not playing with Brock Bowers. It makes them even worse.
Seems fishy to me.
And the Giants kind of showed up last week. I mean, do you think Brosmer, JJ, like Geno doesn't like a huge upgrade? So I don't know.
Max Crosby's also been deactivated for the last 2 games of the season, so these dudes are just in full-on tank mode.
Yeah. And that's why I like the Raiders to lose. That's why I really like the Giants. Besides the money part of it, is that Brock Bowers went IR was just random, kind of. And then, obviously, the number 1 overall pick has value to whoever has it, like insane value. But who needs it more, I feel like, is the Raiders. So I like them to tank better than you guys will.
Yeah.
So
I did just realize, I always do this. I did this totally out of order. This game is at 4, but in my ESPN, when I go through it, it's at the top because I have the notifications on. So this game is at 4, Stick. If you're going through it, it's 4 o'clock kickoff the first game. So I messed that up.
No worries.
But give me the Giants to win, and I like the over, and then that's who my touchdown score later is going to be in this game. I just think the Giants. Kafka is playing for a job. Right? He's not thinking about losing. Nobody's going to convince him to lose because he'll be gone. So I don't know. I just see the Giants winning this. And is it a smart move? Probably not, but I don't know. Could be really weird. I'm a little scared about the over because if both teams are really just not giving it their all. It's just like, but I think at the end of the day, they're both going to compete. I always think it's tough to say they're tanking, but when you take your best players out as the Raiders, it's a good try. So give me the Giants. I don't know if I'll place it, but I probably will.
I think I will place the Giants.
A riveting stat I found on X. This is the first time in NFL history 2 teams that are coming in to a game playing against each other that are both on at least 9-game losing streaks.
Wow.
So we really got a great clash right here.
Yeah. Hopefully they just tie.
That
would be something.
What do you do there? Yeah. We'll see. But we'll move on to Steelers at Browns. We mentioned a little bit. Pittsburgh's favored by 3 points, and the over-under is 34.5. That is a
Why is it only 3 points?
It makes no sense.
Why is it only 3, Stick?
It's those divisional matchups, man.
Give me the Browns! Stir it up. Ravens are going to win Saturday. The NFL wants it. Ravens win Saturday. Browns win today. Bang. Ravens, Steelers. Classic to win the division. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Give me the Browns. Money line Saduzzi coming out party. We've been saying it. The Steelers, good win last week. The Browns defense is better than the Lions defense. Give me the Browns at home, the dog pound. And they're going to run the ball. Who are they going to run with?
Raheem Sanders.
It's going to be Rocket Sanders, our boy, and then Dylan Sampson. Give me the Browns.
Yeah, I like the Browns too just because of the spread.
Yeah, you do.
It's so weird though because the Steelers smacked them in the face last time they played. It might have been Gabriel though, but I don't think that influenced the line setters in Vegas there. Yeah. I think they know something we don't because this is weird because the Steelers have looked quite good as of late. Aaron Rodgers is playing very good football.
Give me that hook. Let me buy it up to 3.5. Give me the Browns plus 3.5.
Jim Nantz and Tony Romo are on this game.
There's something behind it. They're going to want it to be classic. Classic Shaduzzi.
Shador going for 500 yards and 6 tutties. It's happening. I like the Browns too. It's just that spread's too weird for me. But we'll move on to my Pats. Yep. Traveling to New York. Huge.
Watch out.
New England's favored by 13.5 points. Over under is 42.5.
So is Cook playing quarterback again?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Won't bet in this game because I can't get myself to lay the points because the most public bet is the Patriots this weekend. I think the Patriots win. Give me the Jets to cover for the show. I mean, they were also the most public team. The Saints were last week, so it's probably going to be the Pats. I just think the Jets are they're deader than dead. But, maybe they can run the ball a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. Brady Cook has not looked quite good.
No.
Obviously, we're playing for a lot more than the Jets are. Obviously, the Jets would love to spoil us.
Yes.
But I don't know if they're at that point right now with their team. So obviously, I'm going to go Pats. I'm going to go Pats. We're playing fucking anybody. So, but yeah, it's hard to get behind the Jets.
Are down 5 starters though this week.
I know, but that's
Henderson's still a question mark.
Kind of the perfect game to be down 5 starters.
Yeah.
So
Probably not rushing him back. They're probably
Hopefully-
saying we can go get the win.
Hopefully, Drakey Poo can play 3 quarters and sit out the 4th. Hopefully, it's one of those games. I would love that. Get some rest before the playoffs.
Also, last game we didn't say TJ Watt is out. That's part of probably why it's a little less. TJ Watt's not playing against the Browns, so
I did forget he got hurt.
Shador is going to feel a little bit better, but yeah.
Their O-line's still so beat up.
Yeah. But in this game, Patriots-Jets, I don't know.
Yeah, I won't bet on it. Obviously, I don't bet on the Pats anyway, but it's probably a perfect spot for the Pats right now. So we finish off with them and then Dolphins, so hopefully we can win out. But we'll move on to another game that's a little bit more intriguing, but still pointless. Saints at Tennessee. New Orleans is favored by 2.5 points. Over unders 39.5.
Yeah, Titans are going to win. Titans money line. I think everybody's going to like the Saints. The Saints have been looking good. Titans are coming off the biggest win in the history of the past couple of years, beating the depleted Chiefs. Yeah, give me Cam Ward to keep it rolling. It's kind of interesting. Shuck against Ward. Give me Cam Ward. I kind of like the over 39.5 as well.
I don't hate that either. I feel like both quarterbacks are kind of getting a little bit more comfortable.
Trending up.
I put down Saints. I don't know. I don't think I'll bet either way, honestly. I don't know. I feel like I trust the Saints' weapons more, but I do agree that the Saints probably will be more public. But at the same time, the Titans, if anybody watches football, they've been kind of sneaky. They've been covering.
They've been able to run the ball, too. They've been running the ball, running that rock.
So they've been covering. So
yeah.
I think it might be closer to a split than
I've been riding them. Give me the Titans.
maybe, I've been riding the Saints a little bit. And I've also been riding Titans. But, yeah, I put down Saints just because I think I like their weapons more. Shuck's like 30 already, so he's like a vet at this point. Mm-hmm. But, like I said, this game doesn't mean much other than if you're a fan, you get to see your future quarterback play.
Yeah.
Most likely. But we'll move on to Jags at Colts. Jacksonville is favored by 6 points. Over under is 48.5.
Yeah, I mean, if the Chargers win, then the Colts are still alive, so they're rooting for that. They're technically mathematically alive. So if I think the Texans are going to win, then the Colts are completely, out of it. And that's the question of now, say the Texans win, do you just throw Riley Leonard in there and get him some experience compared to Phillip? But Phillip in an interview said that he expects to play no matter what. So
he is playing this game.
Yeah, but
you mean week 18?
No, I even mean this week, Saturday. There was just a question of if they're completely eliminated, why would you play the 45-year-old
right?
Not play
they came out though and said he is playing.
Yeah, so I don't know. I wrote down the Colts. I think if the Chargers win, I would like the Colts because they're going to be, they're going to think they still have a chance. So, but I think it's all dependent on that game. I think if the Texans win, then the Colts are completely playing for nothing. What a burnout. But yeah, so I'm a question mark depending on the Saturday game.
I really like the Jags. I would be worried because the spread seems closer than it should be, but Phillip has been somewhat decent.
Yeah.
Since he's played, he's throwing the ball, he's throwing touchdowns. So, like I said, if this game were to happen 2 weeks ago in his first start, I think the spread would be 13.5.
Yeah.
But since he has been playing well, and they had that close game with the Seahawks, the Niners game kind of did get away from them.
I mean, the Colts defense has been bad, but Sauce is playing this week.
Sauce is?
Yeah.
Okay. I think Travarius Ward's still hurt.
Buckner's out again because he came back last week and didn't go well.
I just feel like Cohen has these boys buzzing. This is the best Jags team we've seen with T-Law. I know they made the playoffs that 1 year, but this feels a little bit different. They have been smacking teams in the mouth.
Past couple weeks.
I think it's going a little... Yeah, it's not as long. I always kind of convince myself it's longer, but what they did to the Broncos was... That's a statement. That's a statement win. So I like the Jags. I like the Jags a lot this year. It's so weird. The teams I enjoy watching, and the Jags have never been on that list, but this year I really enjoy watching them play.
To start the year, Lawrence was terrible.
Yeah,
he's turned it around, but yeah.
That's what I mean. I think Cohen has gotten more out of them than we've seen in his career.
I think they just stopped throwing to BTJ because he drops it every time.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you go somewhere else, you trade for Myers, get him a new one almost. Yeah. So I like the Jags. I like their defense. I think they're healthier. I think that they have more to play for.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Like I said, if the Chargers win, I'm not touching that game. I have no clue.
But we'll move on. We'll move on to Tampa Bay traveling to Miami. Little interstate matchup here. Tampa Bay is favored by 6 points, and the over/under is 45.5.
Give me Quinn Ewers and the Dolphins at home.
Dude.
The Bucks have been terrible.
Yeah, but you can't get
6 points. I don't care. I think the Bucks are bad. I think they have fallen apart. And the Dolphins defense, yeah, they got exposed, but maybe it was. I mean, the Bengals offense is a lot better than the Buccaneers offensively. I think. Give me the Dolphins. I think they'll be able to move the ball fine, run the ball with A-Chain, get out in space. Quinn's second game. Give me the Dolphins. I like them a lot.
Yeah, I don't. I like the Bucks. I can't get behind Quinn Ewers. Buccaneers are obviously playing. This game has huge implications for their season.
No, I think they might win. 6 points is a ton in my eyes. I just don't think they'll be able to stop the run that great. I just think Quinn Ewers is going to do just enough to cover that big number. I won't be shocked if the Dolphins get up to start. The Buccaneers have just not impressed me of late. I mean, weren't they 6-1 at one point or something like that?
6-2,
yeah, they're terrible. They're one of the worst teams in the NFL of late. Yeah, I don't care. The Dolphins have been playing better than them overall in the past month and a half. Even they got destroyed last week. Give me Quinn Ewers in the second start.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm gonna trust.
I will be betting on the Dolphins.
I'm just gonna trust the fact the Bucks, watch some film and they can bounce back a little bit. It is tough though. I don't know if I'll actually bet it, but we'll move on to another pretty important game for both teams here. Seahawks at Panthers. Seattle's favored by 7 points, and the over/under is 42.5.
Yeah, I mean, this is right where the Panthers want to be. They don't like being close favorites. They like being underdogs, and maybe give me that hook. Give me the Panthers plus 7.5 to keep it close at home. I do think they're going to be able to. Their defense has played well enough, especially through the air, to limit Darnold, maybe get a couple picks. I mean, Darnold does do that. But ultimately, I think the Seahawks offense is going to be able to catch their stride just enough. I see the Seahawks winning, but if I was to bet the spread, I would take the Panthers.
Yeah, I could go either way here. I wrote down Seahawks, and I feel like I said Bucks too. More in the case, I want the Bucks to win and the Panthers to lose. So next week is just like an awesome early playoff game. Because whoever wins that game, if that were to happen, wins the division. I like the Seahawks, though, to run the ball and control the game script. I don't think they're going to want to throw the ball that much, especially with J.C. Horn back there. Why do you need to? The Panthers aren't that great against the run. You have Charbonnet, you have Walker. Don't let Sam Darnold lose the game for you, which he's almost done that or has done.
He tries to.
It's tough. I don't think I'll bet either side. Maybe we'll touchdown scorers. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how I feel.
Yeah, it's kind of a stay away game for me because the Panthers have been doing it all year, winning those games. So
yeah, it's tough.
It's just a tough one.
But yeah, so we'll move on though to Cardinals traveling to Cincinnati. Cincinnati's favored 7.5 points. Over unders 53.5.
7.5 points to the Bengals. I mean, yeah, they beat the Dolphins. I love me some Cardinals. Give me the Cardinals. Give me Trey McBride, big day. They're going to throw it in my face because they got him and Brissett didn't do great last week, and they're going to go off this week. Give me the Cardinals plus 7.5. Kind of like the over 2 if you're going to look at the over-under. I mean, I just don't think either team's going to stop each other.
Not so fast, dude. Let me tell you what. Why is it 7.5? I get it. Cincinnati's coming off a huge offensive blow-up game.
Huge win.
They've been pretty atrocious even with Burrow. The Cardinals' defense has fallen apart. It's been just terrible. I'm gonna ride with my boy Stick here, and we're gonna shit on the Cardinals. I'm going Cincinnati 7.5, and I like it. I like it a lot.
I will not be telling if that's one of your guys' locks.
I don't think it's gonna be a lock, but it's close. It is close. I just think that. Listen, Joe Burrow is obviously capable of having these big games, and T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, man.
He gets sacked once, he's going to pout and cry.
But then he'll throw a 50-yard fucking dot for
That's fine. Then they got to stop the freaking Brissett. He's nice.
I just feel like, man, I don't know. If you have fantasy players in the championship in this game, I'd feel fucking phenomenal.
Yep.
I'd feel so good either way. If you have McBride, Higgins, Brown, Chase, Burrow, even Brissett, this is just the over-under is 53.5 points.
For a reason.
Yes. So it should be a fun game, but I like Cincinnati to smack them.
The Cardinals are 1-6 in their last 7 games against the spread. I mean, come on, man. Like, these boys
He's been on the Cardinals all 7 of those games.
That's the thing. Like, have I actually bet them every time?
No, but when we do the show, you say the Cardinals every single time.
Yeah, I think I actually will bet them this week. I don't think the Bengals are very great.
If I was setting this line, I wouldn't put it at 7.5.
You would put it more?
No, I would put it less. I would make it closer.
Yeah, I think this is right where and listen, it's also because it's not always right. More people are on the Bengals. People love the Bengals this week.
Yeah, maybe.
It could be a shootout. Like
I can see a backdoor cover and just like I wouldn't even be that nervous when the Bengals get up 14. All they got to do is score one touchdown and get behind them. It's a lot of points.
It is a lot of points, but that's why I like Cincy. That's why I like them. But we'll move on. We'll move on to a very big game. Awesome game. Should be. Hopefully, it'll end up being 13-10 somehow. But Eagles travel to Buffalo. Buffalo is favored 1.5 points. Over under is 43.5.
Yeah, right now it's looking like it's going to be rainy there. Didn't know that going in. Oh, it says possibly. No, that says snow for today. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the over in the game. I kind of like the Eagles too, but I won't bet on the Eagles, but I want to root for the Bills. But I don't know, 43.5, this Bills defense is not good, and the Eagles defense isn't very good either, in my opinion.
No, I like Saquon to shred them.
Yeah, I kind of like the over 43.5.
I think this is going to be Saquon's best game of the year.
I kind of like Jalen Hurts touchdown too, one touchdown.
I have Eagles money line, and I will be betting because one, I don't want the Bills to win at all. Fuck the Bills, bunch of pussies.
It's a good primetime 425 game.
It is. Eagles are weird. Obviously, you never know what Eagles you're going to get. But they've been getting the ball to A.J. Brown like they should have all year. Maybe realizing a little something that, you get it to him when you need to in this game. But I think you could run the ball all over them. You saw what Trayvon Henderson did to him. That's Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Saquon fucking Barkley. I know this year has been super bad for him, especially coming off last year. But I like the Eagles. I like the Eagles to get this dub.
Yeah, give me the over. I kind of like the Eagles too.
43.5 is not crazy.
Yeah,
but it feels like Eagles games tend to go under now.
Yeah, but the Bills are a little different. I don't think the Bills are gonna allow the Eagles usually slow down. Like you said, I think they're able to run the ball. They're not gonna go down early.
Yeah.
Usually the Eagles are trying to control the clock and everything. I think they're gonna get big plays on both sides.
Yeah, James
That's
Cook,
why I like
obviously
him.
probably gonna score 3 touchdowns maybe, but we'll see. It should be a fun game. Hopefully Eagles win by 50. But we'll move on to Sunday Night Football. Pretty good game here. Got Chicago traveling to San Fran. San Fran is favored by 3 points, and the over-under is 52.5.
Yeah, I think that over-under is a little high. I do think the Niners are getting a little... They actually scored a ton last week, but that Colts defense was trending down.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the cardiac Bears. For some reason, it feels like it's just their year. Everything goes their way. Probably wouldn't even want to bet it to start. Just bet it live. They're just going to come back and win. Yeah, I like the under, though. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points, I feel like.
I like the Niners, and I like the Niners because one real reason. I think Brock Purdy's starting to get comfortable again.
I think Brock Purdy's
I think he's starting to get comfortable again, and so is Caleb, though, to be fair. Caleb has looked the best he's looked all season as of late, making these throws, fitting them in between tight windows, DJ Moore in the end zone, whoever it may be. Obviously, no Rome still. He just died. I said that 3 weeks ago, these injuries. He was questionable every week. He was never playing. But I like the Niners. I like CMC. CMC's been my guy betting-wise this week.
Yeah.
Or this year, hit a big bet for me on Monday.
Yeah, that was a nice...
So I like the Niners, and I think Brock Purdy is trending very up. And I wouldn't be shocked if this Niner team makes the Super Bowl at all. I would be way more shocked if the Bears did.
Oh, yeah. The Niners, they win this game, then we got a battle for the 1 seed next.
And how sneaky is that? I maybe it's just me, but you could tell me the Niners have 8 wins. I'm like, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
But they have 11 wins. That seems... Mac Jones did his fucking thing when they
control their whole way to the 1 seed. It's all in their control. All they have to do is win 2 games. It's hard. They play 2 very good teams.
And this was a team at a certain point in the season, you're like, they might not make the playoffs.
Fred Warner did say if they were to make the Super Bowl, he's going to try to get it to go.
I guess his rehab has been going very well, which we're seeing more and more of nowadays.
Yeah.
The technology, the rehab that they have for these players is absolutely insane now. And because he was done for the season, we thought, but we'll see how that goes. I like the Niners -3. But we'll move on to Monday Night Football. Finish off, we got Rams in Atlanta. Rams are favored 7.5 points. Over-under is 49.5.
Give me the Falcons. Oh, that's gross. How do you bet on the Falcons? But I will. I just think everybody's going to Rams. And I don't know. I have no clue what in this game. Give me the Falcons. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I'm not betting either way. I wrote down Rams. This will be a profit boost. 3-leg parlay.
Yeah, maybe a little parlay
that I love losing on. I lose those all the time, but
it hit it last week.
Hey, it did. But DraftKings knows how to get me. They know how to entice me. A little 30% profit boost. You throw in some, little things. You don't have to root for a side either. That's what I love the most about them. There's no stress in You would obviously think it's the Rams, but the Rams probably have 95% of the money on them.
Yep.
But
I think we're going to see if Kyle Pitts will be the championship legend.
league winner.
League winner in the playoffs.
League winning type of player. We always knew it was
Give me Kyle Pitts touchdown.
We always knew Peter Steens was going to
100 plus, 2 touchdowns, Kyle Pitts.
I was never worried about him. I always knew he would be a super stud. Always. Never said he was bad.
What round do you think he gets? If he does good this week, what round do you think he goes in next year?
I'm not taking him early.
Top 5 he'll be.
Just because Penix, you're going to have a quarterback change. So it's tough going into next year. It could be a very good 4th round pick.
Yeah.
Could be a phenomenal 4th round pick. I'll be the loser on that side because I can't do that. I just can't do that.
I agree.
But that's all the games we have. Some very good games. Obviously some pointless games at this point of the season, but a lot of implications.
You focus in on more singular games.
You can just, all the other stuff doesn't matter. Most of you guys are fucking dead in fantasy.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about that. But we'll go right into our leans. And we will start off with you, Steve. What way are you leaning this week?
Yeah, I do like the Browns. I didn't have that one on, but I also do like the Cardinals, and I like the Dolphins. And give me the Texans money line. I like the Texans money line a lot.
I like Eagles money line. I like Jags -6, and I really like Cincinnati. I really like Cincinnati -7.5.
I'm basically the Steve fader this week. I like the Chargers money line.
Listen, if you're bad past couple of times I've tweeted out, if you faded me, you're rich.
Bengals -7.5 and the Panthers +7.
And whatever my lock is this week, maybe just
Fade it.
Post it the other way. Just say I said the other.
Can't be doing
whatever
that.
I say I said the other way, because that's how the last 4 weeks have been for me.
Raheem Sanders
So,
+190.
Yeah, Rocket. I don't know. That's dicey because I don't know who's going to be the goal line.
Yeah.
He probably will be, but that's dicey. But
All
we
right.
will move into that. We have our HTH Pod Parlay where we all pick a touchdown score. We do this every preview show. We have a guest on, and this week we're calling our good friend Bryce. So we'll see what he's got going for us.
Lost in our semifinals last week to maybe the number one. Well, maybe Jack Green might be number one, but Aiden Gillis, number one enemy of the podcast. Hello, Bryce.
What's up, Stevie Picks?
What is up, man? You're in Florida right now?
I'm in Florida. I got the text. I was on the beach, sipping on a martini, and I had to get home and get this lock ready to go.
We appreciate that, Bryce.
Right. Where in Florida are you?
Naples.
Yeah, okay. Did you tell anybody when we saw him that he was going to Florida?
No.
It was honestly, we scheduled it on Christmas Eve, so it was like a last minute thing.
Jeez.
Got there
That's
quick.
awesome.
Tom and I flew down, left my mom at home.
Did you fly? You left your wallet at home?
My mom, not my wallet.
Oh.
Which is
Can't
also my
fly
wallet.
with
Wait, it's just you and Todd?
Just me and Todd.
That's awesome. Love that.
When are you coming back?
January 1st.
Oh, so you left for a while.
Oh yeah, we're living the life.
All right, man. All right, so I know you got a lock for us. What are you thinking here for the touchdown here on Sunday?
So this is what I was thinking. This game is the highest over/under of the week.
Okay, so he's
This
going
defense
here.
is terrible. It's giving up the most touchdowns to tight ends. Give me Trey McBride.
Okay. So that's
Anytime touchdown. That's a lock.
a lock. I love it. You want to hear mine?
I would love to.
Okay, so I'll go first. Mine is Devin Singletary of the New York Football Giants to get in against the Raiders.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to get kind of gross on you here, Bryce. I'm going Harold Fannin.
Harold Finn against your Steelers. Oh,
Against your
no.
Steelers, too.
See, I don't like that. They might not score a single point. This
I like the Browns to win outright.
Outright.
So give me
maybe if the Ravens lose, that's the only chance. We might just tank that game if the Ravens
we'll see,
lose.
man. Listen,
He is questionable, so
It might change.
check out our post on Sunday to make sure he's playing. But
I'm going to finish it off with Tony Pollard.
sticks right in Tony Pollard. So those odds are plus 62, 68. And if you use the DraftKings boost, plus 8,100. This is the week, fellas. I can feel it.
I mean, that's a lock, right?
That's a lot.
Very late Christmas. Take your free money, fellas.
Take your free money. All right, Bryce, we'll let you get back to vacation, man. I hope you and Todd have fun.
Appreciate it. It was a pleasure to be on the show, fellas.
All right,
course.
see ya.
Thank
See you
you,
later,
Bryce.
Bryce.
See ya.
I didn't know it was just him. That's hilarious. I'm not going to place it yet because I don't want it to... Because then Harold Fannin will be voided. It won't I'll have to hit the other one. So I'm going to wait. But, man, that's a big payout. Devin Singletary's odds went down from when I put it in. People love Devin Singletary, apparently, to get in the end zone. But,
Of course they do.
But yeah, I think that's all we got.
That is all we have. This will be going up tomorrow, Saturday.
So Saturday.
Saturday. So look out for that, and then we will be back regular scheduled programming next week. So yeah, we have college. We have college soon. Yeah.
Well, no, so it won't be regular scheduled programming next week. We have a plan, but I don't have it in front of me for what we're.
So I am wrong. I don't know anything.
We got the games will be covered. I think New Year's Eve we plan on releasing an episode because that's when the college football playoffs play.
Okay, that makes sense.
Something like that.
Things are getting dicey here. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
In a couple weeks it will be back to the regular scheduled program, but yeah, it's gonna be a little different. But we'll let you guys know on the. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. We did text about it.
While you're looking for that, I'll give Nikola Jokic a shout out for dropping 56 points with a triple-double on Christmas.
Yeah, the Knicks game was really good on Christmas. They won by 2 points.
I couldn't tell you a single thing that happened in the NBA.
I paid attention to the Knicks game.
Not a single fucking time.
I just got an alert.
I did see the OT. Was that the Jokic game?
Yes.
There was like a crazy whatever. Yeah. I saw that.
We must have texted about this a while ago.
Yeah, not
okay.
so far back.
So we're doing Tuesday, and then we're recording. Well, so we're gonna release Tuesday and Wednesday. We said.
Okay.
Wednesday is going to be
college football
playoffs.
Okay.
And then we'll probably do. We think we said Saturday morning again. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday next week.
There's going to be videos. That's all you got to know.
Same schedule as this week.
Maybe put on noties if you like watching.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, jeez. We didn't do it in the beginning again.
I don't think
we never
comment, subscribe.
You know what we should do? We should just write it down.
Yeah. If it was in the doc.
Yeah, you think so. We write everything down and then we don't do that.
But speaking of that, if nobody else does anything else, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.
Peace.